Steve Guy here, your host of Cleveland's own late-night talk show, Up Late with Steve Guy. And I'm back for your weekly rendition of the Celebrity Relationship Rumor Rundown, where I sum up everything that you've read about your favorite celebrity couples in the magazines and websites, all in just a few minutes for you, hitting the most important notes. And this episode, we've got weddings, the X Factor in more than one way, and an update on one of our most disliked celebrity couples in this entire segment. So let's begin, shall we? Alright, well, let's start on a happy note, shall we? Recently, there were 3 weddings that took place. Kat Deely, the host of So You Think You Could Dance, Jared Followell from the band Kings of Leon, and Anne Hathaway, the mega movie star, who you might remember as Catwoman this past summer, all recently got married. Which led me to call that weekend, So You Think You Can Use Somebody and Other Drugs. That's really all I've got. But kudos to them, right? Let's talk about the X Factor. No, not the idea of you having an ex, but the show itself. Apparently, Simon Cowell is hooking up with Carmen Electra. You remember her from the 90s, right? And Demi Lovato is hooking up with one-time boyfriend Wilmer Valderrama. You remember him from That 70s Show, which ended, like a decade ago. It's weird. I always thought that the X Factor was supposed to launch new careers, not revive old ones. But whatever works. And speaking of exes, one couple has recently gotten back together who dated earlier in the year. That would be the Words co-stars Zoe Saldana and Bradley Cooper. That's right, which can lead me to believe that they've gotten back together for only one of 2 reasons. One, maybe they took a hint from R. Pats and K-Stu, who have a movie coming out, and so they reconciled, to get people to go see the movie. Unfortunately, The Words is already out, and guys, I don't think anybody's going to go see it anyway. Reason number 2 being, they could have just had a barrier in communication, and finally, they used their words! Our next couple is actually from The Bachelorette, and they'll be Emily Maynard and Jeff Holm, the guy that she picked. It turns out while they were on vacation, Emily was actually texting Matt Leinart, a quarterback in the NFL that nobody cares about anymore, and he was only good at USC when he was carried by Reggie Bush anyway. However, it turns out she was texting him and they were very naughty and dirty, so Jeff got really upset. But now Emily said, hey, if you stick with me for this amount of time, I'll split all the earnings that I have from The Bachelorette with you. And then it turns out Jeff's like, okay, no problem, we can make that happen. And then he cheated on her with some other girl anyway, but he's still going to make it happen. And then they're going to earn even more money if they're together long enough, and they're going to split that too. But nobody really cares because it's a reality TV couple, and everybody knows that they don't last. So let's move on to a real celebrity couple. Can't we please? Thank you! All right, big news from the Big Apple. It turns out that SNL funny man Jason Sudeikis is going to move in, or vice versa, with Olivia Wilde. Oh boy, she's smoking hot. Now, this couple, combined with that of Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell, has finally, even as Dax Shepard has put it recently, given all average men everywhere a chance to believe that they too can date really smoking hot celebrity girls. What? What do you mean? Oh, I see. Oh, so they only had a chance at the girls because they were already famous, and then they met the hot celebrity girls? So if you're actually just a normal average guy who's not a celebrity at all, you're not going to be able to meet the hot celebrity girls. Got it. Thanks. Our last couple to run down this week is actually an update on a couple couples. It turns out that Ashton Kutcher is not even divorced yet from Demi Moore, and nobody knows what they're waiting for. Some are even questioning whether or not they were legally married. But recently evidence showed that they were in fact legally married. So what are these guys waiting for? Mila Kunis, I'm waiting for you to call. Oh, but wait. It turns out that Ashton and Mila were actually smooching all over New York City while she's there filming her recent movie. Son of a bitch. Well, hey, that's all this time. Join us next time on the Celebrity Relationship Rumor Rundown. And as always, you can catch full episodes of Up Late with Steve Guy at www.uplate-tv.com. Thanks for joining, everybody. Have fun, and we'll see you next week.